Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the North Rink at the Rinks in Hauppauge, the site for more Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Tonight, another freshman matchup that we have here for you. This time, it's the East Islip Chiefs going up against the Northport Huntington Tigers. I'm Brady Campbell, joined alongside Sean Giordano, working the camera for us tonight. And we should have another good one. Moments ago, freshman hockey was played here on the North Rink, and it was Smithtown Hauppauge Red versus Smithtown Hauppauge Blue. Blue came in undefeated. Red knocked them off, and it should be interesting at the top of the standings. But this is another big game. Both these teams right kind of in the middle and neck and neck, really. It's Northport Huntington. They're 5-2-0, 10 points, 6th place. East Islip 5-1-0, also 10 points. They're technically one spot behind in 7th. And last time out for the Chiefs was a 5-2 victory back on the 15th over St. Anthony's, looking to go back-to-back and continue their win streak. Meanwhile, the Tigers of Northport Huntington, a 3-1 loss last time out against Middle Country. And that was a big one for them, dropping them a few spots in the standings. They'll look to bounce back here tonight in a big way as they are led by their top point getter, Jacob Sieck. 14 points, 11 of those goals in just 5 games played for the forward. Also has 2 power play assists as well. Or excuse me, short-handed goals. 2 short-handed goals on the season. And looking for some help as well from Nicholas Zadrozny, Peter Mikowski, Jackson Zethner. List goes on and on up and down this roster. They have played very well despite that last loss. And they will look, we'll see who gets the start. They'll either look to Max Higbee or Rex Moscati. It's been Moscati for the most part for the Tigers. Meanwhile, East Islip, it's been scoring by committee. Christopher Blascha, Jordan Haynes, Rory Stroud, 15, 14, 10 points respectively. And we'll go up and down the roster as this game plays out here tonight. But they have been scoring at will for the most part this season. And who will get the start between the pipes for them? I believe it's going to be number 30, Anthony Ford, tonight, coming in with 2 games started, 3-0-0 on the season. And he'll look to keep that rolling for the Chiefs tonight as we are just about set to go. Both teams have concluded warm-ups. And 15 minutes on the clock. And what should be a good one. To close out the night, we'll have another good one too. JV hockey, Smithtown Hauppauge, Eastport South Manor, 2 teams battling in the JV division for the top of the standings in that one. Well, we're set to go. Both teams sending out their top lines. It will be Northport Huntington defending the goal to the left, in their home whites against East Islip going right to left. In the Road Blacks, we're underway, and Northport Huntington controlling the opening faceoff. Reverse behind their own net. Now looking for a path out. And doing so, at least initially there, was number 48. That is Liam Maurice, but right back in come the Chiefs. Blaschuk trying to turn it into a shot. Could not. Kicked along towards the slot, taken away by the Tigers. That pass, though, deflects and stays in. Van Steen on it. Pokes it back towards the net. Stick behind by Max Higbee getting the start between the pipes tonight. His first start of the season. Just 1 appearance prior. Played out of the zone here. And our first penalty coming up will go against East Islip. A tripping call in the early going. Who's that going to be against there? Looks like, can't quite see the number from here. I'll get that for you in just a second. Either way, though, not an ideal start for the Chiefs early on. First power play of the game to the Tigers. Right off the face-off. That shot from the point. Not sure if Ford saw it, but it missed wide. Now play the head and chip back out by Walsh. And going back on that is Oletta. Takes it behind the net. Keeps it moving. And here come the Tigers, though, overskating. That one was Genesi. And finally sticked back into the attacking zone. Walsh behind his own net, plays it ahead to the half wall. Players lock up there, and it's backhanded right back out again. Two players go down there. Another penalty coming up. I believe this one's going against the Tigers. After it was Joseph Barbarito off for tripping. I believe an interference call coming up against Northport Huntington. It'll be a minute 19 of 4-on-4 hockey. Before the power play for East Islip here, it's Declan Driscoll off for holding the official call. That shot off the face-off whistles wide. Battle at the half wall. Connors trying to move it. Instead, it was worked back to the point. Held in. Connors with a nice move. Now from the circle, he shot blocked. Tigers trying to spring it back the other way. Played out of the zone. Taken right back. And here comes Rory Straub. Lost the handle. Picks it back up in the circle. Tried to center it. It was blocked. Go the hustle there by Jackson Zethner. Straub almost took it away, but Zethner wrestles it back, and he starts ahead. 40 seconds to go on the East Islip penalty. His shot goes wide. Tied up to the kick plate. Three players do battle. It comes free for East Islip. They'll look to start ahead. A good pass on the tape of Connors. He has some room to skate down the left side. Zethner hustling back. Connors turns, drops it back to the point. Free some fanned on the shot. It slides in, and it's covered by Higbee. 16 seconds left on the 4-on-4 before a brief power play for East Islip. Good vision there by Evan Connors to find Brian Freesome. Flying the zone. Just couldn't get all of it on his shot there. Puck loose behind the net. Picked up by Zethner. Tries to skate it ahead. 2 seconds and 1. And now a brief power play for 40 more seconds for the Chiefs. Freesome from his own end. Plays it ahead on the stick of Van Steen. Or rather, that's Bentrowitz. Lost it. Had some help, though. Tough angle try. They score! On the power play, East Islip on the board. Blaschuk roofs one from a tough angle. Helping out Bentrowitz there. Works through the checker, and then just from a tough angle there inside the goal line, he roofs it short side. What a shot that was. Big power play goal for the Chiefs, and they're off and running. Now looking for another, perhaps. That outside shot deflects and goes behind the net. Christopher Blaschuk, his 6th goal of the season. Team leading 11th assist as that goes down for an icing. And team leading 16th point to go along with that. Facing icing against Northport Huntington. Face off back in their end. See how they respond. East Islip a much more offensively, or the team known much more for their offense. Northport Huntington has had great goaltending to lead them to their 5-2 record, and solid defense in front of their goaltending. We'll look to try to play their game here tonight. As that puck just comes outside the zone, brought back in a bit too quickly offside against the Tigers. 11:13 to go in period number 1. Face-off won by the Tigers. Played ahead. And East Islip fires it right back in the zone. Straub will hustle after it. Zethner gets there and plays it back up the wall. A few players lock up in the corner. One of the Chiefs spills down. Comes to Zethner. Skates it right through his own slot. Now some room. Over the red line. Gets right near the blue line. Sends it in. He'll chase after it. As a run around the boards. Players lock up at the half wall. Comes back to Zethner at the point. Keeps it alive. Plays it down the wall. And fired right back towards the point by Van Steen. Right back down the wall. Lazarino lost the handle. That pass through the slot deflects all the way out to the point. Kelly fires it hard around the wall. Zethner coming over to try to keep it. Few players locking up there at the blue line. Eventually comes out of his own. Good play by DeFalco. Just onside. Could be a chance here. Backhanded on. Save made by Ford. Played up the wall and out of his own. Tigers touch up. They're right back in. Chance here from the circle, but the puck just falls off the tape of Declan Driscoll. East Islip back up the wall. Look out, 2 Tigers went for it there. They misplayed it. Almost led to a non-man rush for the Chiefs. Instead, they recover and fire it back in on Ford. Out of his net, plays it around. Straub behind the net. Lazzarino on it. Up the wall. Nearly a turnover there, and in fact, the Tigers are able to hold that one in. Finn Reynolds around the wall. So right back around and out. And going back on it, Robert Olena, but it will go for an icing against the Chiefs. Faceoff will come back in their zone. Just over 9 minutes to go in period number 1. Draw will be to the left of Ford. One back by the Tigers. Kept in. That shot towards the net. Got through a few bodies. Stopped by Ford. Walsh with the steal. Plays it out of his own. Vanstein chips it ahead. Walsh. That's Bentrowitz going to the net. And a good defensive stick trailing the play. Outside pass picked off and started back ahead. That was Robert Oleta who made the play. Now he's got the puck. Throws it in on goal. Glove save by Ford. He'll hold on. Up and down we go in that sequence. And Robert Oleta right in the middle of all of it. A great back check play there on Walsh. Turned it into offense. And fired it into the glove of Ford. Puck down. One defensively by the Chiefs around the boards. Held in by Zethner. Fires it back around. 3 players lock up there. There's Lipiello trying to play it up the wall. Taking off his stick. Blashchuk plays it ahead, trying to spring to Falco. Puck was in his skates. Tigers looking to go back the other way. Goes to the far corner. Lipiello gets there with his man. That's Barbarito. Played down the wall towards the front. Sticked away by Ford. Puck in the ref skates there. It's now a few players pin it to the kick plate. Now wrestled up the wall. Going back to the point and out. Blashchuk trying to give it a run. Zethner will just beat him there. Knock it to the half wall, but then Blashchuk took the puck. Fires it down the wall. That centering pass was blocked off. Driscoll tries to move it up the boards. Good read there defensively by the Tigers. There's Genesi, and then it's fired back down the wall. And they'll reverse course halfway through the first period. Christopher Blashchuk, the lone goal thus far. A 1-0 lead for East Islip. Another scrum there. Right by the point. Comes free for Blashchuk. Drops it to the point. Kelly some room. Takes the shot. Goes wide. Now behind. Driscoll scoops it up. Has some room to skate. Gets the center red. Tries to fire it in. Looked like it might have been going into the bench, but it hit the linesman who saved the bench there. Stays in play. East Islip trying to clear. They couldn't. Zethner held it in at the near side point. Throws it back down to the corner. Backhanded towards the front. Knocked away. And now Kyle Kearney backhands it off the boards all the way down and will go for an icing. 6:40 to go, period number 1. As it's Blashchuk from Brandon Bentrowitz. The first goal in the early going. 3:07 into the hockey game. Around the wall, East Islip trying to start ahead quickly. Driscoll with the, or Genesi rather, with the good back check. Right up the boards, not out initially. Second try does the job. Robert Harrison swings it over for Connors. Down the right side, blocker save made by Higbee. Puck at the near side half wall, back to the point. Lazzarino back down the wall. Looking for Walsh, who rolled off his stick. Back to the point. Lazzarino pinches down, drags and shoots, and that one handcuffed Higbee, but he made the stop. Now comes free, and then almost a tuck there on the far side. Another try from a tough angle goes high. And cleared out of the zone. They were looking to spring Mikowski there, is on the wrong side of him. Harrison knocks him down and starts ahead with it. Steps through a checker and now spills down. Still work the puck towards the front. Walsh winds and fires. It hit a leg and went wide. Way out of his net, scrambling the cover and eventually getting the cover is Higbee with the puck behind. So the Chiefs spill down to the ice there. 5:33 to go in the first. Still a 1-0 lead here for East Islip. And I'd say they've controlled the better of the play thus far. They haven't dominated by any stretch, but the puck has been down here more often than not. Now it's fired out. Got through a few. Will it be an icing? It will not. It slows up in the circle. Burrito goes it ahead. Nice pass there as it settled for Blashchuk to skate into it. Blashchuk down the right side. Tried to drop it off. No one was there, but a couple Tigers. And it's taken by Serino. Drops it ahead. That shot goes wide. Back towards the point. Got through Zethner. Blashchuk skates into it. 1-on-2. And he's knocked off of it by Declan Driscoll. Gets the red line. Now looking for the blue. Just lost the handle for a split second there through the playoff side. As Reynolds was a step ahead. So faceoff will now stay right outside the Chief zone. 4:49 to go in the period. Freesome tries to move it quickly. And he did. Now Blashchuk fighting through a checker. Over the line to the corner. Blashchuk cuts back. Dumped down to the ice. And the Tigers look to restart things the other way. Pass blocked off though. Freesome pinches down. Locks up there with a couple Tigers. Now 2-on-2. Van Steen trying to help. Came free back down low for Zethner. Or rather Aledo will fire it out of the zone. Harrison trying to move it quickly. That one close to too many men. But East Islip looking for the call, will not get it. Now East Islip making some changes. As Zethner flew up the ice and dumped it in. 4 minutes to go first period around the wall. Freesome couldn't handle it. Back down for Reynolds. Reynolds, a man going towards the front and just unable to get a clean shot away. A good look was Dylan McLaughlin. Here come the Chiefs back the other way. That pass towards the front, blocked by Oletta. Couldn't bring it out of the zone though. Van Steen throws it towards the net, blocked down. Backhand, look out here, turnover in the circle. Van Steen scores! It's Bentrowitz. He got the assist on the opening goal and now gets the goal to make it a 2-0 game. Turnover there in the circle. A nice shot. It looked like it may have deflected or... Hard to see exactly what happened. It fooled Higbee quite a bit though. Either way, 2-0 lead for the Chiefs. Here is Bentrowitz trying to play the head. Stick was locked up, was able to kick it on for Straub. Tried to backhand it in, got blocked. Now just stumped in from the wrong side of center. It'll be an icing here against East Islip. 3:02 to go in the first. For Bentrowitz, that's his first goal on the year to go along with his third assist on the opening goal. Big goal for Bentrowitz and the Chiefs team to expand their lead to 2-0. Zethner trying to answer back. Couldn't bring that puck with him. Locked up now towards the point, eventually worked out of his own by Friesen. Tigers trying to bring it right back in. Couldn't do it cleanly. Blaschuk back on it. Reverses course for Connors. Connors keeps it moving. Now Kelly. Kai Kelly, some room to skate. The defenseman down the wall, cuts back. Throws it towards the net, blocker the way. Shroud. Center feet, Blaschuk, and this shot blocked in tight. Big hit delivered along the wall there. And now we get a penalty. Ref kept his arm down initially. Friesen lost the stick in the process. See who it's against here. It's tough to tell from this angle exactly what was going on there on the near side half wall. So far it's Northport Huntington. That's a roughing call. And heading off is Henry Alfano. And it looks like there will be a call. It looked like the ref was motioning over, and indeed we will skate 4 aside. I believe that was Evan Connors who went to the box. So 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. Or rather, excuse me, they're going to call it the coincidental minor, so we'll still skate 5 aside for these 2 minutes. Despite the penalty calls, Bentrowitz tried to throw one on net. It was blocked. Now cleared off to the corner. And up the boards, not quite out just yet. Friesen held it in. Kelly pokes it further in. But had to stay back there, and eventually Northport Huntington clears the zone. Trying to work it ahead. Friesen not allowing them to do that. And now pokes it ahead. Friesen, he got stepped into by Aletta. Aletta lost it for Blaschuk. Up the wall. Friesen locks up with a man there. Blaschuk towards the front. Looking for Bentrowitz. He lost it. Held in by Harrison. Throws it back in the zone. Played ahead now, though. Could be numbers here for Northport Huntington down the wall. That shot from the outside. Save popped up in the air and almost took a bad hop on Ford. That shot came from Genesi. Up the wall, backhanded back in by Junkins. They'll play right back ahead for Walsh. And tapped right back in by Alex Walsh. He'll go for the change as East Islip looks to set things up in the attacking zone. Aletta took it away. Couldn't backhand it up the boards, though. And eventually skated out of the zone. And here come the Tigers, just onside. Drop pass. Stolen away, Van Steen brings it with him. Trying to keep it going. He got knocked down to the ice, and here come the Tigers right back in. On the outside. Around the net. Sereno eventually lost the handle there. 5 seconds to go in the period. Thrown out for Kearney. Turned over, but unable to get a shot away there was Sereno, and that will do it for period number 1. East Islip, 2 big goals, and they have the 2-0 lead after 1 period of play here on LI Sports Network. We'll be right back for the second. Welcome back to LA Sports Network's coverage here of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League Freshman Division. Brady Campbell with you on the call from the rinks in Hauppauge. East Islip leading Northport Huntington 2-0 after one period of play. Both these teams tight in the standings. Northport Huntington 6th, and in 7th is East Islip. As the Chiefs didn't quite have a second defenseman on the ice there. They get him on now, and we're set to go for the second. Right out of the gates, a near turnover there by the Tigers in their own end. Eventually they work it ahead, and here comes Serino. Cuts back, looking for a pass, drops it for Driscoll. He plays it down the wall. That centering pass through everybody. Zethner hustling, he'll hold it in and wrap it back around. Serino waiting on it. Harrison locks up with him. And stepping down to play Driscoll. Trying to cut towards the slot. Declan Driscoll turns it around and flips it into the corner. Going back ahead, Kearney couldn't quite get it out. Sent right back around the wall. Back towards the point, Driscoll spins. Fighting through two checkers, eventually lost it. Blashchuk gets taken down and was knocked back into the zone. And eventually brought out here by Liam Vanstein. Blashchuk fires it in. Kearney hustling in to get it. And eventually takes it from Zethner. Kyle Kearney. Couldn't quite get a handle on it though. Left it, and the pass towards the slot, broken up. 90 seconds gone here in period number 2. And here come the Tigers trying to bring it back the other way. Great defensive stick there by Kai Kelly. Ahead for Connors. Connors, they got numbers if they push it. That pass a bit too far. Walsh still handles, plays it to the corner. Walsh takes it, trying to get it through for Connors, who was all alone on that near side post. But it was blocked off. Played ahead. Freesome hustling back on it. Keeps it away from Lippiello. Behind the net. 13 minutes to go here in the second. Fired out of the zone, waiting for it there was Serino. Waits for his team to touch up as well before bringing it in. He was separated from the puck. Knocked out of the zone. And the near still there, and eventually, a high hit. And that will be penalized. Evan Connors was able to finally wrestle it away, but he was drilled up high, and we will get a penalty coming up here against the Tigers. See if it's just 2 minutes here. It looks like it's Robert Oletta, number 20, heading off. Looks like contact to the head. It looks like they added on the misconduct as well. We'll get the exact calls here. It is Oletta. Head contact. It looks like it's just going to be a 2-minute minor here. And there was a 10-minute misconduct against Oletta. Serving his 2-minute penalty will be number 16, Aiden Junkins. As East Islip trying to get their power play unit set here. Looks like they do. Kyle Kearney will take the face-off. And lost it ahead, but it worked out for him as it came to Kai Kelly. Throws it back around the wall. Blashchuk on it. Trying to wrestle away. Get who's back in on the slot. Clear back towards the point, and it hopped the stick of Kelly. And out of the zone. Played ahead. Blashchuk right back in. Drops it for Kearney. His shot blocked. Settles in the high slot. Taken away and played off to the boards and cleared out. Just outside the blue line, Blashchuk onside as he enters. Those are the cross, waiting for some help. Eventually working down the wall was Liam Lazzarino. Thrown back out to him now at the point. Dusts it off for Blashchuk at the half wall. Centering pass, Kearney alone in tight, and he scores! Kyle Kearney on the power play, 3-0. Good little passing here. Lazzarino down for Blashchuk. Great vision there. Kearney all alone. Missed assignment there. It looked like right in the slot. Not where you want a chance to come from. But Kearney made the most of it, going glove side. They bring it right back in, but eventually taken back by the Tigers. Look out there on the bench. It did hit someone. And out of play. Kearney from Lazzarino. Kearney from Blashchuk and Lazzarino. And for Kyle Kearney, that's goal number 7 on the season. Face off at center ice, 11:36 to go here in period number 2. Walsh couldn't bring it with him. Taken away and dumped out of the zone. Straub cuts to the slot, drag, shoots, save made, rebound was there, and diving back on it to make the cover is Higbee. So a power play goal for the Chiefs. 11:11 to go in the second. Trying to jump the Tigers in the standings. That shot off the draw blocked. And here come the Tigers, just staying onside. There's a chance in the circle. Rolling puck save made by Ford. And Anthony Ford punches it to the corner. Now it's Harrison. Out of the zone. Van Steen hustling after it. He'll be the first one on it. Plays it ahead into the zone. Lost the handle. Now Freesome keeps it moving. Watch on the backside. Another hard hit and another hit that will be penalized. That's Walsh, and now Walsh going to go over and give a little shove there to the now penalized number 16 in white, Aiden Junkins. So Junkins serving the penalty on the high hit by Robert Auletta. Goes right back into the box here for his own hard hit. It will be an elbowing call officially. And a chance for East Islip to really put a lot of pressure here on Northport Huntington early to try and mount a comeback. That shot towards the net stopped and it's stuck to Higbee. He's got it. A few players there wrestling in front. Will be separated just 7 seconds into the man advantage. 10:30 to go in the second. And they win another offensive zone draw. Player lost the stick. Kearney in the slot again. Turns one on. Save made with the right pad. Good outstretched save by Max Higbee. Same pass. Kelly in the circle. He gets dumped as he plays it around the net. Up the boards. Lazzarino holds it in. Blashchuk to the slot. Shoots along the ice. Save made. Rebound tucked back towards the net. And another stop and cover by Higbee. 10:03 to go in the second. 87 seconds to go in period number 2. Or excuse me, on the power play. That was right when I said 10:03 to go in the period. Now under 10 minutes. Lazzarino's high shot knocked down in front. Rebound still loose in the slot. Blashchuk might have caught the outside of the post. May have glanced off Higbee. It was a little hard to tell there. So many bodies in front of the net. Lazzarino down the wall. Plays it back for Kearney. Drags it through. Kelly, some space along the ice. That shot stopped with the right pad. Kearney tries to throw him back on. Shot muffled, covered by Higbee. 53 left on the power play. And what a power play it's been. All they've done everything but score thus far. They are up 3-0, but trying to expand upon that lead here. They win another drawback for Lazzarino. Keeps it moving. Kelly settles. Throws a shot wide. Banks off the outside of the net. Reverse back around. Lazzarino on it. For Kelly. Dusts it off. Fires it across, just out of the reach of Blashuk, but picks it up off the boards. Return feed. Kelly, right down the slot. Drag, shoots, A-May. Rebound was there. It's still loose for a moment, and eventually Higbee jumps on it. 27 seconds to go on the power play. Northport Huntington just made a change. I was going to say it must be a pretty tired group, though, for the Chiefs. Now they'll make a change. Bring out Walsh, Connor, Straub, Freesome, and Harrison. Off the tie-up. Straub back for Freesome. Tried to move it quickly. Taken away and finally cleared by Northport Huntington. Ford of his net fires it ahead. Gets past everybody all the way down. Shouldn't be icing. It won't be. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Going back towards the point. Straub holds it in. Plays it down the wall for himself. Now tries to poke it deeper. Janisi took it. Fires it out. That'll do it. A big kill there for Northport Huntington. About 95% of it spent down their own end, but they're able to get the kill. Near takeaway there, going towards the front. Will they get a chance? They do, and they score! Big goal for the Tigers. And they get on the board to cut it to 3-1. Dylan McLaughlin, the steal. Wasn't sure if he was going to be able to catch up to it there, but it slowed up just enough. Ford didn't want to come out to play it. And a perfectly placed shot. Backhanded. Up in the toy department, just under the crossbar. We will have a goalie change, meanwhile, for Northport Huntington. Coming in will be Rex Moscati in relief of Max Higbee, who had himself a pretty good start here today. What a turn of events that was, though. Big penalty kill for the Tigers and get a goal. Just over 8 minutes to go in the second. Puck right back down their own end, though, here. Don't want to give one right back. Here's Walsh. Centers it. It gets through, and Connors. One-timer all alone. The Slotty just missed that far post. That one fired across. Reynolds could have been in alone, but Kelly stole it. Ahead for Straub. Down the right side, Walsh going to the net. Straub shoots, and the glove save by Rex Moscati. He's not being eased into this hockey game, that's for sure. For McLaughlin, that is goal number 3 on the year. And a big one to get Northport Huntington right back into the hockey game. Oleta still sitting in the box for his misconduct. As the faceoff one back to Kelly. Shoots, looking for a possible redirection as it fluttered wide. Van Steen picks it up from the circle. Floats it towards the front. He was looking for Kearney driving the net, but it was blocked down. Played ahead, but taken away by Blashchuk. He's separated from the puck. Serino trying to move it quickly. Blashchuk all over the forecheck. Tried to take it away from Driscoll. Was able to move it ahead. Kelly with the pinch, holds it in. Tries to backhand it towards the front. Comes through for Blashchuk. Van Steen in the slot. Takes the shot. Same rebound there. And another great stop. Rex Moscati not being eased in at all, has to come up with 2 big saves again. Good save there. Left the rebound and just got across for another great stop. 7:02 to go as we're past the halfway point of the hockey game. Face off here. Finds Van Steen. He goes down. Got the backhander away. But the cover from Moscati. Another great shift in the offensive zone for the Blashchuk line. Van Steen with a few golden opportunities, unable to get them to go. Some big saves here right after giving up the goal. Almost the equivalent of a shutdown inning in baseball here from Rex Moscati. Barbarito held it in. Going up the boards. Here's Janisi. Drags, shoots, goes wide. Just alive there right inside the East Islip zone. Now back for Harrison. For Bentrowitz. Keeps it moving. Player spill down there right at the red line, and here comes Genesi back in. Drag, shoots, high shot, 4, knocked it down. Genesi trying to follow up the rebound. Just kept away from him by Harrison. Kept in that shot towards the net, blocked, and played out of the zone. Northport Huntington starting to get a little bit of life here in the offensive end. This one up ahead. Harrison played it nicely with the pinch. Straub tried to step in. He lost it. Could be a 3-on-2 here if they push it. They won't. But a 2-on-2 and a high shot. Maybe getting a piece of that was forward off the stick of Driscoll. Played to the blue line. Kept alive. One of the Tigers spills down. Played even further. Harrison on it. Will fire it out. Settles down for Stroud. Brings it in 1-on-3. Knocked off his stick. Player goes down there for the Tigers. That was Alfano. And taking away in the slot. Stroud trying to play towards the net. He caught a shoulder up high. He's down. And we do get whistles, but I don't believe we're getting penalties. That one was a bit tough to see through a few bodies, but it did look like he caught a shoulder or an elbow up high as the trainer comes up to check on Stroud. But neither ref put his arm up. 5:15 to go in period number 2. Stroud gets back to his feet. And we'll head off the ice. Good sign there. Face-off will be just outside the East Islip zone. And indeed, it looks like there was no penalty call on the play. So Northport Huntington, a few high checks throughout this game. That's the first one that they get away with. And so it will remain 5-on-5. Centermen lock up. Tigers win the draw, but can't clear their own end. Connors keeps it moving. Down the wall. 2 players lock up there. Zethner and Walsh. Walsh swings it around the boards. Reversed right back around. They'll pin to the half wall there. Taken by Walsh. Tried to step through. Couldn't. And eventually cleared out of the zone. Kelly tried to fire it back in. Hit a few of his teammates there. Pinballs around. Eventually dumped back into the zone. Zethner on it. Trying to shake it free of Walsh. Around the boards. Played dangerously through the slot. It got through everybody. While Walsh able to poke it deeper. East Islip seems to be about a step ahead on most of these puck battles. Played out of the zone to the vacant left point. Kelly fires it right back in. Just over 4 minutes to go, period number 2. Up the boards. Northport Huntington able to clear. Kelly lost it. Blaschuk tries to play it in. He delivered the hit. And now Northport Huntington starts back ahead. Dumped in by Genesi. He'll chase after it. Freesom beats him to the puck. Moves it for Kelly. Fires it out just on the wrong side of Connors. Will go all the way down, but no icing. And now Troy Lippiello reverses course behind his own net. Here's Zethner. Trying to get around Van Steen. Lost the handle, though. Kearney off the bench. Van Steen in the slot. Shoots! And just getting a piece of that was Moscati to deflect it over the net. Puck battle behind. Comes free for Van Steen. Cuts back. Centering pass. Moscati made the stop. Van Steen tries the other side. Throws it towards the net. Comes through to the other side. And Bentrowitz unable to get a stick on that one. And Kearney backhands it in. Off the boards. And played up for Reynolds. Here comes Finn Reynolds. Over the blue line. To the backhand. Reynolds. Around the net, now having a bit of trouble with it, and Bentrowitz took him to the boards. Kearney and Van Steen deflects it out. Driscoll throws it ahead to no one in particular, though. And now it gets dumped back out. Some room to skate. And skating will be Liam Matarese over the line. Lost it. That shot towards the net was blocked. Could have been dangerous there. Ford was fighting through a screen. There's Andrew Cohen, who nearly was able to bury that one. Puck free in the corner. Now deflected off of one of the helmets, I believe, that hit Matarese. Cohen plays it ahead. Benchowitz tries to clear. Fans on it, but gets some help from Van Steen and fires it out of the zone. Will settle in the circle. 100 seconds to go in period number 2. Swung in by Sereno. Out of his net to play behind. Forward. Goes to the head. Deflected on. Here comes Straub with speed. Straub knocked down. And Northport Huntington takes possession back. Strong forecheck again. A 3-on-0, possibly in tight, centering pass, and they score! A big goal for East Islip, and they get their 3-goal lead right back. Well, the play by Connors sets up almost a little 3-on-0 there in tight. Had his options and made a nice pass across. And able to bury that one, Rory Straub. 4-1 game. Just over a minute to go in period number 2. Big final minute here as East Islip trying to take at least a 3-goal lead with them into the third. Northport Huntington trying to climb right back into it here late. 50 seconds to go. Now skating ahead, Zethner. Walsh takes him into the boards. Kelly back on it, behind his own net. Starts back out with some speed. Kelly for Connors. Onside, Connors tried to feed Walsh in the slot. He would have had some room to walk in. Half a minute to go. Played around the boards. Connors on it. Chips it around the defender, or at least try to. A good read, though, by Lippiello. He gave it up to Walsh, who was knocked down. Here come the Tigers. 10 seconds. Trying to answer. Into the zone. Down the wall. Good defense there by Kelly. Plays it behind, up the boards. And will be poked out of the zone. Not enough time for Straub for a possible breakaway. But that will do it for period number 2. Teams trade goals. It's a 4-1 lead for East Islip as they'll look to close things out in period number 3 here on the LI Sports Network. And we welcome you back for period number 3 here on LI Sports Network. East Islip leading Northport Huntington 4-1. Brady Campbell with you at the rinks in Hauppauge, New York. Team switch sides. We're set to go for the third period as East Islip 15 minutes away from closing this one out and jumping the Tigers of Northport Huntington in the standings. Tigers come in 5-2. East Islip 5-1. Well, technically Tigers in 6th, Chiefs in 7th. That shot was stopped by Ford from a tough angle and tight. Taken away. Here come the Chiefs. Kearney ahead. Lazzarino catches up to it in the corner. Plays it behind his back. Now trying to shake free of some back checkers here. Lazzarino keeps it moving. Taken away, though, by Declan Driscoll. Off the glass and out. Harrison back on it. Here's it. Lazzarino almost into the penalty box there. Kept alive. Here's Kearney. His shot blocked. East Islip D in the change. Here's Northport. Huntington tries to bring it ahead. Couldn't get it out, though. Strong play by Kyle Kearney. Robert Arletta back from his 10-minute game or 10-minute misconduct. Tried to send that one up the boards. It was taken away. Here's DeFalco. Turned backhanded towards the front. Kicked it towards the front. It was played away. Friesen tries to backhand a bouncing puck towards the net. Blocked out. Check there. Delivered by Kelly. Eventually the Tigers able to get it out. Chiefs touch up. Here's Kearney into the zone. His shot deflects into the netting and out of play. Just 92 seconds into period number 3. Face off to the right of Rex Moscati, who relieved Max Higbee in a 3-1 game right after Northport Huntington got on the board. Here's Walsh. Meanwhile, that shot knocked down in front. A few whacks at it, and saves made by Moscati, and eventually the rebound cleared away. Sent ahead for Stroud, deflects it into the zone. Played up the boards and taken back here by Genesi, but it was knocked off his stick. Jackson Zethner returns it to him. Out of his own, not very far though. Chiefs touch up, Walsh back in. Zethner separated him from the puck and took him hard into the boards. Now Zethner checked by Straub. Straub came away with it, centering pass just out of the reach of Walsh. In tight. Here come the Tigers back in. That shot from the outside, stopped by Anthony Ford. Play back around the boards. Turned over. Here's a chance in tight. And that shot blocked by Barbarito. Now some room to skate here for the Chiefs. Here's Blaschuk trying to step through. Couldn't get all the way by as Arletta bumped him off the puck. Up from Vanstein though. He moved it. And that shot goes wide. Hard check there on Vanstein as he's a bit slow to get up. Just getting back to his feet now. Arletta hit him in the corner. Going back in, played up the boards and not out as Arletta able to hold it in. Whipped it towards the front. It was blocked and eventually clear. Arletta stumbles down, keeps it moving. Here's Reynolds. Finn Reynolds in, takes the shot, blocker save. Harrison keeps it moving. Chipped out of the zone. Arletta back on it. Turning behind the zone net here. Now it tries to reverse it and gave it right up. Centering pass, blocked away and in. I believe that's an own goal. Declan Driscoll at inside positioning. Tried to clear the way and put it into his own net, I believe. We'll get a look at it again here. As Connors with the steal. Just centers it, and yep, not an ideal play there for Declan Driscoll. And the Tigers of Northport Huntington, that'll make it a 5-1 game. Blaschuk parked in front. Driscoll cut that one off, tried to clear it off to the side, but didn't have the angle right. Under 11 minutes to go, East Islip, their biggest lead of the game. Trying to hold on here for a big victory. Connors from Blaschuk. May have been Blaschuk's goal if Driscoll wasn't there, but they'll take him any way they can get him. Around the boards. Friesen pinching down to hold it in again. Here is Connors looking for another. Nice move to the outside. Backhands one on. And almost snuck that one through. Arletta couldn't clear. Connors all over him. This time Arletta recovers, fires it around. And played out of the zone. Lazzarino back on it. 10 minutes to go. Bentrowitz poked off his stick. Lazzarino followed it up. Right at the blue line. He's taken off his stick. Play the head, but without a stick there, and I believe it's going to be a delayed penalty as we get the whistle. Interference call upcoming against Blashchuk, who will head off. Knocked the stick right out of Dylan McLaughlin's hands in the process when he stepped in front of him. He could have had a breakaway if he had a stick there. But they'll settle for the power play with 9:55 to go. Getting their power play unit set here as Finn Reynolds a bit late to step out onto the ice. Gets the puck though off the face-off. Back to the point. Zethner returns it to him. Tough angle try, stopped. Rebound comes out to the other side. Maurice lost the handle and it's cleared all the way down. Zethner on it, off the outside of the net and around the boards. Since I had Reynolds wasn't looking, cleared back in. Play by a high stick of Zethner here, and he'll be the first one to play. We get the whistle. 90 seconds to go on the penalty. 9.5 to go in the period. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff here for the shorthanded Chiefs. And the puck rolls to the corner on the tie-up, allowing the Tigers to take back possession. That pass ahead deflects into the zone. Zarino, first one on it. Dealing with the oncoming checker. Alfano played up the boards. Matarese holds it in. Comes back to him again. Puck just inside the blue line and now eventually will come out. Northport Huntington will look for another way in. Here's Alfano down the wall. Cuts back, tries to drop it. Back to the point now. That shot missing wide from Zethner. Connors fires that one all the way down. And they'll make some changes shorthanded. 40 seconds to go on the power play. In the half to go in period number 3. Tigers trying to mount a comeback here before their next game up on the 4th of December. We're almost in December already. 6:20 p.m. against Kings Park Comac. That one, Harrison fires it all the way down. 20 seconds left on the kill for East Islip, who will be in action on the 2nd of December, 6:20 p.m. face-off against Eastport South Manor. Both those games can be seen here on the LI Sports Network. Straub spills down there. Final seconds tick off. We're back to even strength. Big kill there for the Chiefs to maintain their 4-goal lead. Puck available in the corner. Vanstein fires it up the boards. Nice move here, and it could be a 2-on-1. It will be a 2-on-1. Connor Straub, pass across. Wade shoots and scores. Back-to-back goals. Or excuse me, not back-to-back goals, but Straub gets 2 of the last 3. And makes it a 6-1 game. Unselfish play there by Connors as Zethner came to him. Straub dusts it off. Gave Moscati enough time to get over there, but not quite. Couldn't quite get to the post in time. And a perfectly placed shot makes it a 6-1 game. Just about at the halfway point of the 3rd period. And we get a timeout call here by Northport Huntington, who will look to stop the bleeding in any way they can. And try to pot at least a few more here in what is looking like more and more of a loss with every goal that East Islip can find to the back of the net. Reminder coming up next though here on LI Sports Network from the rinks. It's JV hockey, Eastport South Manor, Smithtown Hauppauge. That should be a good one. 2 of the top few teams there in the standings for JV hockey for the SCHSHL. Also have some other games going on around the island, specifically more college games in action as well. Be sure to tune into those here on the busy night for the LI Sports Network. Timeout over after the goal. 6-1 lead for East Islip halfway through the third. Trying to close this one out strong. Northport Huntington trying to have something to say about that. Good back check again by the Chiefs. Eventually they're able to work it back for Arletta. He drags and shoots. It was blocked by Blaschuk. And puck now up for Kearney. Some room to skate for Blaschuk. Tries to step through, bouncing puck. Van Steen tried to pick it up on the other side. He goes down. And reversed around the boards, chipped ahead. Trying to turn into an on-man rush here, could not. Harrison stole it, fires it back in on goal, and stick to the corner by Mascotti. Let up the wall, taken away by Van Steen, but it was ruled a hand pass by Blaschuk. And so the faceoff comes outside the attacking zone. 6:43 to go in period number 3. Could have been a little 2-on-1 again there for the Chiefs. But the ref caught that hand pass there in tight on the half wall. Players lock up on the draw. Oletta steps in and now tries to carry it up the wall, but he was thwarted by Lazzarino. Could be another on-man rush here, but Walsh stumbled at the blue line and Schraub was unable to collect it cleanly at the blue line to spring them. Could be a rush here, meanwhile, for the Tigers if they push it. Couldn't settle the puck, so they'll settle for the dump in. Up the boards. Oletta settles, drags, fires. His stick was checked by Straub. Evan Connors on it. Connors plays it ahead. And eventually chipped out of his own. Straub tried to move it, but it was just offside. Rory Straub, Evan Connors, both on hat trick watch tonight. At this point, though, East Islip just trying to wind the clock down here en route to another victory. Just under 6 minutes to go. Get the clear here. And hustling back on it will be Jackson Zeffner dealing with Kearney, who took it away. Kearney, Van Steen shoots, blocker save Mascotti. Couldn't find the rebound, landed in front of him and cleared away by Matarese. Now up the boards, Kelly pinches down. That's him up from Bentrowitz, flips it towards the net, goes wide. Matarese will try it again, a little bit more room this time. Banks it off the boards for Reynolds. Reynolds some room to skate over the line. Stepping up to play him was Lazzarino, so he threw it in. And that shot off the outside of the net. Reversed around the boards. Bentrowitz on it. Will try to clear it. Knocked down by Zeffner, and they rule a stick just to be a little bit too high. 4:54 to go in period number 3. Faceoff will come back down. All the way back down to the Northport Huntington end. As it appears the Tigers will drop back-to-back games now and drop to 5-3 on the season. To the half wall, Connors on it. Plays it down, but reversed right back up towards the boards. Harrison tried to hold it in, could not. And that pass just a bit too far for Peter Mikowski. Connors, Blaschuk, could be a 3-on-2. Blaschuk driving on the backhand. Separated from the puck there by Declan Driscoll. This time will keep it away from the net. Lazzarino trying for the dump in. Couldn't get it through to Tigers. Instead, DeFalco tries the other side, gets it in. Tries to center it, taken away by Genesi. And Nicholas Genesi around the boards, had it taken away by Blaschuk. Lazzarino moves it. Harrison throws it through some body save, made rebound, chipped off the glass. Oletta on it, under 4 minutes to go. Oletta kicks it back to his stick. Down the wall, Aletta drew the hooking call as Lazzarino with the touch-up. And we will have a power play for the Tigers coming. 3:41 to go in the game. Looks like it is Lazzarino that will sit for two. So 3:41. Could be too little too late here for the Tigers. Trying to mount something late. But they'll try to beat Anthony Ford, something they've only done once thus far tonight. On the perfectly placed shot is that one. It was almost a perfect redirection there. Just missed the far post though, as it hit the stick of Alfano. Straub stumbles down. Taking it behind. That pass blocked off. Taken on the other side now. Another backhand try. This time the glove stop from Ford. He's got it. And a similar spot just on the other side of the crease there to the goal that was scored. And he was able to snag it. Chiefs changing their forward. Straub and Walsh off. Back to the point, Zeffner drag, shoots, and maybe getting another piece of that was Alfano. He's got the good hand-eye, but just poked it wide again. There's a possible chance from the circle, missing wide. 3 minutes to go. Another try towards the net, save made, rebound was there. Well, a good stick lift by Kelly, and he reverses it around the board. Zeffner on it. He shoots just out of the reach this time of Alfano, save made. A minute to go on the power play. Barbarito, the stick lift, left it behind. Kelly on it. Kelly fires it right through the middle, but gets through everybody all the way down. 2.5 to go. And the defensive pair for East Islip will make a change. Reynolds taps it along a bit dangerously. Rather, that was McLaughlin. Kearney shovels it down the boards. Stolen back. Short-handed chance perhaps coming. Kearney reverses it back down for Blaszczuk. 20 seconds to go on the man advantage as we had 2 minutes to go in the game. Freesome unable to hold it in. Here's Alfano. Plays it ahead for Matarese. Last chance on the power play. That shot sticked behind by Ford. Puck behind. 2 seconds and one. Another big kill for East Islip as they shoot it down just wide the net, and it is going to be ruled an icing as the penalty had just expired about a second prior to the clearing attempt. 1:36 to go. That will be the final nail in the coffin for Northport Huntington here tonight. Although they try to work it towards the slot, it was kept away. And here's Connors, fires it ahead. Van Steen. Nice move. Van Steen's shot was then deflected and flutters into the glove of Moscati. 1:21 to go. What a move that was by Liam Van Steen. Perhaps took maybe a half second too long on the shot, though. What an effort and a great stop as well by Moscati, as it almost handcuffed him there at the last second. Was able to reach out and make the glove stop, though. One back to the point. Harrison steps in along the ice. He made another stop. Rex Moscati doing what he's been known to do thus far this season. Off the face-off. A few big saves. First one on Harrison here. As that pass across. And they score. It's Evan Connors. It's a hat trick with 1:05 to go as they control it off the face-off. A good little pass down low. Connors alone on the near side post. And a pass right through the crease. He's able to beat Moscati. Here's Straub. 7-1 lead now. Tried to play it through. Vanstein took it away and then did take a penalty as he tripped Arletta. 59.52 to go. And so Northport Huntington will get one last crack at a shortened power play here in the final minute. Tripping call. Face off on the far side there. To the right of Anthony Ford, who's been outstanding, trying to make it stick for a 1-goal victory. Barbarito dumps it in, 40 seconds to go. Driscoll on it. Throws it across. Here's Arletta. Starts back out. Arletta back in the circle. Cuts back. 25 to go. Arletta in the circle here. Drag shoots. That one just missed wide. Final 20. Played up the boards and out. And that should do it for this one. 10 seconds to go. Perhaps time for one last rush here for the Tigers. Zethner off his stick. Gets the blue line, throws it towards the net. One last save at the buzzer from Anthony Ford, who only allowed 1 goal en route to a 7-1 victory tonight over the Northport Huntington Tigers. And the East Islip Chiefs will jump them in the standings as they improve to 6-1 on the season, dropping Northport Huntington to 5-3. And a big win tonight, hat trick for Evan Connors. Some big saves down both ends, but in the end, the Chiefs come out victorious. And a big win that they'll look to take into their next game when the calendar flips to December against Eastport South Manor. One more game coming up here later on tonight in just a few moments from now. Eastport South Manor, Smithtown Hauppauge junior varsity action. But that'll do it for this one for everyone here at LISN. I'm Brady Campbell. The final score in this one, the East Islip Chiefs 7, the Northport Huntington Tigers 1. Thank you so much for tuning in to Suffolk County High School Hockey League Hockey on the LI Sports Network.